in the adjacent unit. You take an air sample inside, an air sample outside. We send it off to the lab, and that will give you an absolute yes or no. Is there a mold issue in the adjacent room? So that's easy to do, a few $100, and you're done. So I wouldn't be worried about that. To the idea, you said, well, can we notify the city, do this, that, or the other? Almost assuredly, no.
Okay.
And it's interesting, getting the city involved, depending on what the issue is, whether it's the building department, the health department, and whatnot. People often want to do that. And the two things that can occur are nothing and condemnation. Neither of which is helpful. See what I'm saying? So my suggestion is, as an association, you begin that process of notification and demand to solve the drainage problem. That's the way I would manage that.
Okay, yeah, because one other homeowner on the same street, they actually hired somebody. They had a backyard issue, and they did their backyard's dry now and everything else.
That's a great solution.
Okay, so here's my other question. Is the owner of this rental unit, are they under any obligation down the road to inform potential renters that this unit had this problem at one time for, let's say an elderly person moves in there and they've got health issues? Because, I can only imagine could there be issues with the drywall in this unit, mold behind it.
If they've solved the problem, they've solved the problem.
Okay.
So, in a sales scenario, you Johnson versus Davis, which is case law, would suggest you need to disclose all things that materially affect the condition of the property. If you've solved those conditions that materially affect the conditions of the property, it's kind of should you or should you not. When you're looking to gain trust, and it is in the ideal, you disclose. You say, I had this problem. This is how we solve this problem. And this is verification that the problem no longer exists. That's the right and proper way to do it.
Okay. All right. Well, the people that happen to live next door are also the president of the Homeowners Association, and her husband's a disabled vet and everything else. They're just great people, and so my concern was for them.
Well, I will tell you, the activity, there's two activities. From a board perspective, the activity is to begin that involvement to compel correction of the problem, right? And then from the action to determine, is this person in the adjacent, are they at some reasonable physical risk? Is there a mold problem in the place? You do air sampling. We do this all the time.
Roughly, I'm going to go ahead and tell them what you said. Roughly, we're looking at $100, $500, $1,000 to do the testing.
2 inside tests and an outside test, which is the benchmark, I believe, is $395.
Okay, well, I'm going to tell them that because the president's she's very reasonable, very level-headed, and I'm going to tell her that. I told her I was going to call.
You've pushed all the buttons, meaning you've said, we have every reason to believe there's a mold problem. We have every reason to believe it's a negative impact on the person in there. You said when you blend those two things, it mandates an action.
Okay. All right. Well, good. Thank you guys for your show. I've been listening for years. I learned so much. I can't believe how much I've learned.
And God bless you for being on the Homeowners Association.
For 20 years, you're a soldier.
Well, I've been told that I'm a historian because I've known every story that's happened in this place for 20 years. I could have written a small book, and some of the things are unbelievable.
Yeah.
But anyway, all right. Thanks for your show again, and thanks for that information.
Yeah. Let me give you the phone number too. If you want to check in at the office, it's 268-8211. And if you go to our website, there's a lot of baseline information there about troubleshooting and solving problems like yours. And that website is gohomepro.com. And we'll chat during the week.
Yeah, I've referred a couple of people here to your place in the past. So,
thanks,
and they were very happy with the results. All right, thank you guys.
Have a beautiful day.
All right, you too.
Bye. All righty, Bruce. Bruce has got some roses, but he's got some challenge with his roses.
Okay.
Bruce, welcome to the Home and Garden Show.
Well, thanks for having me, guys. Calling from St. Mary's. And I got about 30 knockout roses that I planted in the spring, late spring. They're doing extremely well, but I'm just curious about pruning. Can I cut them back 6-8 inches, foot? I don't know.
Right, that's a great question, because one thing about rose growing in the lower southeast, is the days and our months we have our summers are so long that we get that extended growth where they actually will start to actually get 5 foot, 6 foot, and they'll start flopping over, and then they'll get somewhat leggy on the bottom or open in the growth. So a light pruning about this time of light, you don't want to do any hard pruning until the winter, but a light pruning will help them do better. One of the things you want to do right now, if you're a rose grower and you enjoy growing roses, the way to have a second spring is break out the Miracle-Gro rose fertilizer and the fish emulsion and start applying it to the roses about half the rate of 3 to 4 times before it cools down, and they'll look as good in the fall as they did in the spring, or better, because I don't know how much you fertilize them. 4 or 5 applications, light pruning, they'll just flush right back out as soon as that temperature drops down around 75 degrees, and they'll bloom all the way up to January.
Perfect.
All right?
So I can cut them back maybe 6-8 inches.
How tall are they right now? Just roughly.
Pardon me?
How tall are they right now?
3 feet.
Yeah, about 6 inches. That should do.
Okay.
Great question too.
What was the fertilizer again?
Miracle-Gro rose fertilizer and fish emulsion. You can get that. I think the best deal right now on fish emulsion I saw at Walmart, pretty cheap price, and Lowe's had a pretty good deal on it.
Okay. Well, thanks for the help.
Thank you.
Good luck with it. It's 6:51 here at News 104.5 on the Home and Garden Show. Very brief break. Jumping right back to your calls. You are our reason for being here. We absolutely love hearing from you. 855-765-1045. Stay with us. Right back.
The WOKV app just got an upgrade. Do you only want breaking news, weather, or traffic? Now you can do that. Customize your alerts. Get the all-new WOKV app now for Apple or Android. This is where Jacksonville turns first for breaking news, weather, and traffic. News 104.5 WOKV.
Hi, I'm Larry of Larry's Garden. One of my favorite things about the South is great weather, which means more time for outside. And at Larry's Garden, we design, install, and maintain every outdoor project. Need to replace a cracked driveway? We do it. Need a patio, pergola, deck, or pavers? We do it. Let one company, Larry's Garden, complete your entire project. No subcontractors. All work is done by Larry's Garden employees. Low water landscapes, sod replacement, landscape designs that are unbelievable, a complete landscape makeover, we do it. Let one company, Larry's Garden, complete your entire project. Weekly maintenance for communities and commercial locations is also available. For more information, visit larrysgarden.com or call 346-1970. Design, install, maintain. One company, complete project, Larry's Garden.
Don't miss the Hot Tub and Swim Spa Blowout Expo this weekend at the Prime Osborne. Browse over 50 hot tubs from 6 major brands at up to 50% off. Financing is available and show admission is free. That's this weekend at the Prime Osborne Convention Center. Visit spaexpo.com.
Alexa, how do I drive more customers into my business?
First, people will need to hear about you. Then you need to be online where they look for you. Then you need to be involved in the community. Then you need to...
Whoa. I don't have time for that. I need to run my business.
Okay, searching for a local team that can help.
Codan is now Local Solutions. Your local marketing team putting you at the
from just $24,888. That's a pre-owned 2019 RAV4 XLE from just $24,888. Plus, you get the Arlington Toyota $5,000 Advantage Club with your purchase. Just one of the tons of reasons why Arlington's earned 4.7 out of 5 stars and over 7,000 Google reviews. Arlington knows how to do the national clearance sale right, but you've got to get it while the getting is good. Shop in person, 10939 Atlantic Boulevard, and online.
They are. It's all about them. That's fine, I guess, but at Farah and Farah, we made the decision from the very beginning that our focus was going to be all about you, your loss, your needs, your family, and your future. Sure, over the years, we've had more success than I would have ever imagined. But from day one, we have measured our success only through your success. It always seems to come down to doing the right thing, not the easy thing. Fighting harder when they expected us to quit. Justice isn't given. Usually you have to pry it out of the greedy hands of those who only see money, not people. People who are hurt and need help. That's who we see. It's about protecting you and your family. We measure our success by yours. At Farah and Farah, it's all about you, and it always will be. Call us at 396-5555, Jacksonville.
You know, homes without security, well, they have a 300% more likelihood to be broken into. Now, you probably could have guessed that, but did you know July and August are when the most burglaries occur? It makes sense. Now, only 1 in 5 homes actually has a home security system. Simply Safe Home Security will protect every door, window, and room, 24/7 professional monitoring, and it's only $15 a month. No contract assigned, no hidden fees, no fine print. Plus, when other security systems are triggered, the police response time is often a long time away because they assume it's a false alarm and the call goes to the bottom of the list. But with Simply Safe's video verification technology, they can confirm it's a real break-in, and that allows police to get to the scene 3.5 times faster than other home security companies. And you'll get a free HD security camera when you order today. SimplySafeHannity.com. One word, SimplySafeHannity.com for your free HD camera, SimplySafeHannity.com.
Now, the WOKV First Alert Forecast.
A 9 on the WOKV weather meter as we head through today. Mostly the partly sunny skies, hot and humid by this afternoon, near 90 degrees, upper 80s at the coast. It'll feel like 100 degrees with that humidity. Some widely scattered showers and a few rumbles of thunder pushing inland with the sea breeze. We'll see partly cloudy skies this evening, mild temperatures in the 80s, and isolated shower, especially closer to the coast. Overnight lows in the mid-70s. With your First Alert Forecast, I'm Action News Jax meteorologist Garrett Beaton, for News 104.5 WOKV.
Welcome back to the Home and Garden Show. It's 6:57 here at News 104.5. I'm Wally Conway from Home Pro Inspections. Larry O'Neill from Larry's Garden is here with me, enjoying the day together, taking your calls at 855-765-1045. And a reminder, should you wake up any morning, even during the middle of the night, and think, I need a large landscaper to come on out here.
Yeah.
And fix up my landscape, my hardscape, and my driveway. Come here.
Is that your southern accent?
Come here and landscape for me, boy.
Yeah.
Larry'sGarden.com. Blog, video, frequently asked questions, 2,000
I think
garden
we got
nerds.
1 million hits on YouTube. A million,
Total?
I think about
Yeah.
1 million. I think close to it, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's the joy of websites and the other digital technologies
Million
is people
views.
can enjoy your stuff from all over the world.
Yeah.
Yep. So, Larry'sGarden.com, they got everything there to give you some ideas, to give you some incentive, give you stories of others who have successfully conquered that landscape problem.
Yes.
And if you like, rather than do all that jazz yourself, you can make contact with Larry's Garden. They can do the design for you, and then you're in a position over the next 1, 2, 3, 4 years. You can layer it in over time
You
yourself.
want to get that exercising done.
You can do your own exercise. You can have them do pieces of it. But it all begins with a plan. You've got to have a plan.
Oh, yeah,
no one builds a house without a plan, yet people put thousands or tens of thousands of dollars into the landscape, and they got no plan.
You know, 15 minutes of planning is not a plan either. Oh, we'll put this there and put this there, you know.
Mm-hmm. So it's Larry'sGarden.com. Let me give you the phone, 346-1970 if you're outside of the immediate Jacksonville area, Palm Coast, Gainesville, those types of places, St. Mary's and beyond, 904-346-1970. Me, Wally Conway, easy to find all the time online. Go Home Pro HomePro.com. Everything you need related to due diligence and problem-solving, troubleshooting as it relates to homes as well as commercial buildings. We can get your WDO scheduled. We've got sewer scopes, infrared cameras. If you need information to make a decision about a purchase, a sale, or a renovation of homes large and small, commercial buildings large and small, go HomePro.com.
The home of the 18-month warranty.
The home of the 18-month warranty. That is exactly correct. Friends do not let friends buy 12-month warranties when they could have 18 months. You can choose your own
for the same
contractor.
price and more coverage.
Significantly more coverage.
Right.
18 months compared to 12. But more than that, there's no pre-existing conditions. You can choose your own contractor.
It feels almost free.
It's better. It is free. If something goes wrong, then you're covered. I have researched this over 20 years before we created the relationship with Residential Warranty Services for the 18-month warranty. The reason you've never heard me endorse one in the previous 25 years until we created this relationship for the 18-month warranty is they were all about the same and not very good. It's 7 o'clock here at News 104.5 WOKV. We've got Fox News traffic, weather, and more of the Home and Garden Show featuring you at 855-765-1045. Stay with us. Right back.
WOKV-FM and WOKV HD1 Atlantic Beach. Powered by New South Factory Direct Windows. Listen everywhere in the WOKV app. News 104.5 WOKV, a Cox Media Group station.
World leaders coming together. I'm Richard Jordan, Fox News. President Trump will touch down in Biarritz, France shortly to attend the G7 summit.
The president and other world leaders beginning a long weekend by the beach, gathering here in the ritzy resort of Biarritz on the French Atlantic coast. The G7 group of rich nations meeting amid concerns about the health of the global economy, President Trump yesterday escalating a tariff war with China, and with the US and allies divided on issues ranging from Iran to climate change. Unanimous agreement is likely to be in short supply.
Fox's Simon Owen in Biarritz. The G7 summit drawing protesters to France as well. Hundreds of people are marching with cardboard signs and pictures of Earth protesting against climate policies. Police in Hong Kong using tear gas to break up anti-government protests there. It's the first time in about 10 days that officers resort to tear gas in the nearly 3-month demonstrations. Some protesters threw Molotov cocktails and bricks, while others tore down lampposts equipped with surveillance cameras. No reports of injuries. The Dow finishing down more than 600 points Friday. President Trump is criticizing Federal Reserve Chairman Jay Powell after he didn't specifically say an interest rate reduction will come next month.
This was one of his tweets about the Federal Reserve. He goes, quote, "My only question is, who is our bigger enemy, Jay Powell or Chairman Xi?" The American business community is less than thrilled with the ongoing trade dispute. The National Retail Federation, they had a tough statement, quote, "It's impossible for businesses to plan for the future in this type of environment. The administration's approach clearly isn't working, and the answer isn't more taxes on American businesses and consumers. Where does this end?"
Fox's Mark Meredith. A Texas mother and her 6-year-old son were found dead in a car in a parking garage south of Dallas. The child was the subject of an Amber Alert after his father reported him missing yesterday. The boy's parents were estranged. America's listening to Fox News.
Now, local news from CBS 47, Fox 30 Action News Jax.
I'm Action News Jax anchor Lorena Inclan for News 104.5 WOKV. Our top story, a bicyclist is recovering from life-threatening injuries following a crash. Action News Jax first brought you this story as breaking news Friday at 5:30. It happened on West Road in the Sans Souci area. JSO says the driver stopped after the crash and is cooperating. Volunteers are not stopping their search for missing firefighters Brian McClooney and Justin Walker. Search planes flew over the Carolinas looking for any sign of them Friday. Walker's family is seeking volunteer pilots to search off the coast heading north to Virginia. We have a traffic alert for your weekend driving plans. A detour on the Matthews Bridge is underway. Crews are doing maintenance work on the bridge. Closures started last night at 6 and will end tomorrow at 6 a.m. Plan for a little extra traffic in the area and follow detours to the Hart Bridge. Action News Jax this morning continues till 10 on Fox 30. You can watch our live stream by downloading our app right from your phone.
This news report is brought to you by Energy Seal. Hot, hot, hot. Can you believe this weather out there? Hi, this is Stan Nagel for Energy Seal Foam Insulation, reminding you that you're burning up. This time of year, your attic temperature averages 130 degrees. Nothing like paying high energy bills and you're still hot. Do something about it. Spray foaming your attic with Energy Seal really works. A cooler attic means a cooler home, a cooler bonus room. Everything is more comfortable. Right now, we're offering 25% off our summer rates. Call us today at 888-306-3626 or look us up on the web at EnergySealToday.com. Call us today for a free estimate. 888-306-3626.
Wally Conway here, Mr. Home Inspection from Home Pro Inspections with important information about home warranties. At Home Pro Inspections, we have always recommended that every home buyer had a home inspection and a home warranty. It's much like having a physical exam and health insurance. They work together to protect you. Until now, I have never referred or endorsed a home warranty company because, truthfully, they were all about the same. They were only good for 12 months, they had a long list of coverage exclusions, and they denied pre-existing conditions. The most comprehensive home warranty in America is now available in Jacksonville, covering items denied by others, including water softeners, well pumps, alarm systems, and there's no extra charge for multiple heat pumps or water heaters. When Home Pro inspects your home, the warranty is extended to 18 months of coverage at no extra charge. There is no better inspection and warranty package in America. For details and to order your home warranty, visit GoHomePro.com. GoHomePro.com. Call me at 268-8211.
Follow the wave to Atlantic Infinity during this summer's sales event.
Only one Atlantic Infinity.
The only one for a luxurious showroom.
Only one Atlantic Infinity.
The only one with a stress-free buying experience.
Only one Atlantic Infinity.
The only one fast, dependable service.
Follow the wave to the only one Atlantic Infinity.
Don't miss this summer sales event happening now at Atlantic Infinity, 10980 Atlantic Boulevard.
Did you know 9 out of 10 WellMed patients would recommend WellMed to friends and family? That's what our patients said in a 2017 Press Ganey survey. At WellMed, we have a better approach to health. Our doctors specialize in keeping people on Medicare healthy by practicing proactive, preventive medicine so you can live your best life. We provide care you can count on now and for many years to come. Learn more about the WellMed difference at WellMedFindADoctor.com.
Say hello to your new secret advertising weapon, your own branded mobile phone number. StarStar Mobile provisions vanity mobile numbers prefixed by StarStar, providing audiences an easy way to reach your business. Give it a try now by dialing StarStar Mobile from your mobile phone. That's StarStar Mobile.
Jack C. Wilson Roofing has repaired and replaced shingle roofs in Northeast Florida since 1946 and maintains a standard of excellence. Schedule a free roof estimate at jackcwilsonroofing.com. Jack C. Wilson Roofing Company, the first name in Jacksonville Roofing.
Now, the WOKV First Alert Forecast.
A 9 on the WOKV weather meter. Mostly to partly sunny today. Hot and humid. Highs near 90 degrees. It'll feel like 100 degrees with that humidity. Upper 80s with the air temperatures at the beaches with a moderate rip current risk. Widely scattered inland showers and a few rumbles of thunder. That continues with an isolated coastal shower tonight. Overnight lows down to the mid-70s. Morning coastal shower tomorrow with scattered rain and storms pushing inland through the day for your Sunday. With your First Alert Forecast, I'm Action News Jax meteorologist Garrett Beeden-Ball for News 104.5 WOKV.
Helping to make our community a better place. This is the WOKV Ask the Experts Weekend, discussing things that matter most to you. Have a question? Have it answered by our local experts. Now, the Home and Garden Show with Wally Conway and Larry O'Neill on News 104.5 WOKV.
Good morning, 7:08 here at News 104.5 on the Home and Garden Show. For those of you just joining us, you're listening to the Home and Garden Show. The Home and Garden Show is heard every single Saturday from 6 a.m. till 8 a.m. right here in the East. The Home and Garden Show features Larry O'Neill from Larry's Garden, Larry's Joe's stream on Facebook at Home Pro Inspections, on YouTube live at Mr. Home Inspection, and on my personal LinkedIn page, WallyConway.com. So you can post pictures there. You can have all kinds of fun and do it with us, and we're happy to be involved with you. Checking in with Matt, who's got a little bit of a poo problem, it appears.
Oh, my gosh.
Something's happening with his sewage. Matt, welcome to the Home and Garden Show. What's the problem?
I have, for the first home I've ever owned, it has drainage vents inside the house with the vent toppers on them.
Right, Studer vents would be a brand name.
Yeah, I have isolated it to one particular one that when we run the washing machine, underneath that sink, it gets humid and musty under there.
Right.
So I replaced that vent.
Good.
And it still does it. And then when you flush the toilet in the bathroom where that vent is, it makes a honking sound. So I'm wondering if perhaps that pipe has a break in it or something.
It could be. There's a couple of choices. How far away is the bathroom that you get this response from? How far is it from that kitchen appliance that's causing the problem? Do they share a common wall?
No, they do not.
Okay. To the best of your knowledge, do they share a common vent?
I don't know that. There's 3 indoor vents, and there's, I think, 3 on the roof. I'd never been in a house that had these indoor ones before.
Yep.
And the other ones, whenever I run anything, I go to those sinks where they are, and I open the cabinet, and there's not humid under there or warm or anything, but this particular one, it is. And I replaced some of the plumbing fixtures underneath that one because it had rusted because it was so humid under there.
That's interesting. How about your clothes washer? How is that located in this mix?
That is the appliance that I'm talking about. It's downstairs, and that's the thing that when it runs, it causes this.
Got it. Okay. Because when you're developing humidity like that, it's almost always associated with the sewer scope camera. We have those. Many plumbers have those.
That's
and
a great
essentially,
idea.
what we would do is get up on the roof, is where we usually start, and go down the vent with the camera and trace each vent and see if we can find a clog. What comes out of your, what do you want to call it? Clothes washer?
Yeah.
Washing machine.
Washing machine.
Yeah, there's lint and whatnot in there, and
Yeah.
sometimes you can get a little fur ball of lint or some other blockage. Likely there's a blockage somewhere in the system that is causing an excessive amount of that humidity from that discharged hot water to
Could it be something that fell in externally?
It could be, but
Yeah.
man, that's good luck.
Yeah.
To drop something down that you're right. It could be a pine cone. It could be
Right.
anything.
Dead squirrel.
But the joy of the digital camera, you get a full color picture of everything that's in there. And
And
you
it takes the
mentioned
guesswork out of it.
it does. You mentioned having 3 vents. You just go down each one. Your question about, could it be a crack? The answer is yes. That's relatively rare in the plastic pipe, but it's possible. Though the camera would see that. So if somebody drove a nail through it, somebody had a screw that went through it, we would see that. If it became disconnected, we would see that.
Yeah, I had a problem with a plumbing problem, and they came, I called a third plumber, and then finally a guy with a scope came down and figured it out.
Yeah. The scope's
scope
the
ends it all.
inexpensive way to go. It costs you less than $300 to scope it, and it's not destructive. That's the good thing about it.
What about, what if I took that vent off in the bathroom where it was occurring and tried to flush that out with either water or air?
You could try that. The risk you run is, depending where the blockage is, you may end up pumping water into cabinetry or other locations.
Mm-hmm.
So and to blow air down it, you have less risk because you can't flood the place. The problem is air won't get any oomph behind it if it's venting even partially. It would take a boatload of water or air or water to dislodge something, depending what it was. And if it's a break, you're making the problem worse. So
Right.
now
Okay.
we could also, depending on the access, send the scope right down that vent. So you pop that Studer vent off. Studer's a brand name for those vents. Pop that vent off, run the scope down it, and we could run the scope down an unlimited number of locations. The more locations we have access to, the more probability we have of isolating the specific problem.
Yeah, what I don't understand is that if that vent is working properly, air shouldn't come into that cabinetry.
Well, yes, it should.
Lets air go in, but doesn't come out. It's a one-way vent.
Allegedly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You would think that In the perfect world, the problem that you're describing can occur. So we know that something is not right. The idea that you've had a defective valve and you've replaced it with another defective valve, that's very unlikely. So, my best course of action would be to scope it to see if we can come up with anything else. And even in the process of scoping it and engaging in conversation, sometimes we get an aha moment that, we'll figure it out. But I really feel a blockage is the most likely scenario.
Yeah. What I might do first is try to do some sort of air or water through the drain where the appliance is instead of where the vents
What you need to do
Jam a hose down.
is work a little overtime, maybe 2 days, and then have someone figure it out. Come on.
You can also
figure
try
it out the first time correctly, and that way you can just relax when you're off.
You can try snaking it. You can snake it. You can run water down it. There's any number of things you can do.
I tried the same thing. I snaked it and I watered it, did everything else, and finally I gave up on it and called a guy that scoped it, and then boom, it was fixed.
Yeah.
Okay. Thanks, guys.
All right. Good
thanks.
luck with it, and a reminder: don't flood your house. All righty. Checking in with Bill. Bill's got some plant issues at the old homestead. Welcome to the Home and Garden Show, Bill.
Hey, thanks for putting up with me.
Well, we're grateful to have you. Where are you? Where are you calling from?
I'm calling from the South Side area by Copeland's Restaurant down in there.
Okay.
I live on Hogan Road, but
gotcha.
I don't really have any plant issues. I have, like many people, neighbor issues. The people that own the house across the street are landlords. They are pretty negligent in the care of their property. But they've rented to some folks that evidently where you got 45 vehicles parked in the yard, that's normal. And the yard is low. So they're killing the grass. There's a big mud hole and 5 trucks, and it's just pretty ugly. I have a tree that blocks some of the view, thank goodness. But I'd like to plant something under the tree, between the sidewalk and the road. And right now I'm leaning towards Pittosporum because I'm hoping to fill that gap between the branches of the tree and the ground so I don't have to look at that eyesore over there.
Well, Pittosporum will grow there, but I would go with Cephalotaxis because it's more shade tolerant. It looks very much similar to Pittosporum, and they have Cephalotaxis prostata, which grows around 2 to 3 feet tall, and it's a spreading ground cover shrub.
No, I want something 5 feet tall.
5 feet tall.
It's not real shady out there. It's like 100% sun because there's only this one tree that's about the size of a pickup truck.
That's a good one, easy to grow. It's a little on the slow side, so I'd go with something a little bigger when you start out. But you can get them already 5 feet tall because that's a fairly commonly grown shrub, and they grow them in 30 gallons or 15 gallons, and they'll be up there.
How about
in size.
a fence or a trellis type thing?
Well,
I like the Pittosporum idea. That way, it's no maintenance, and looks green.
That's what I'm thinking.
Attractive.
And how fast will they grow in a year if in the perfect world?
About 4 to 5 inches. 4 to 5 inches.
Oh boy, that is pretty slow, isn't it?
Well, how many you need?
Okay, so the other option is I have a neighbor next door to these folks that has literally painted half of his house. One side's kind of a Bahama blue, and the other side's tan because he got cited by the city for having a crappy house. And this guy owns this house. I got power lines over these trees. The ones that exist are a pain in the neck to maintain. And I'd like to plant something on the left side of my driveway and block some view of his stupidity. Do you have a suggestion for a 10 or 12-foot plant that's fairly upright growing that'll get 12 or 14 feet wide?
Wow.
12 to 14 feet wide, getting quick. That I would get Juniper virginiana Brody.
How about bamboo?
You can put bamboo too, but bamboo's a little expensive. Then, if you want, it depends on how old are you. How old are you?
Well, I'm not older than dirt, but I'm pushing that. I'm 64 next month.
Okay.
Me too. Happy birthday to us.
Yeah. So, you want to look at the reality of the situation. If you buy a 3-gallon, you're going to be, long gone before they get up to 20 feet, But the thing is, Bamboo is the fastest growing plant, one of the fastest growing plants in the world.
I have some.
And you could get one of those, plant a 3-gallon in there, and it would be in 2 years you'll have a 20-foot plant if you water and fertilize.
Well, I have some bamboo, but it's so dry down there.
It's all right. Bamboo can take. You're going to have to water to get it started, but bamboo's tough.
Yeah.
You're going to have to water.
I didn't even thought about bamboo.
Bamboo. If you plant Bambusa textilis gracilis, it will create an opaque, you can't see through it.
Yeah, I have it. I have some on my property. And somebody that lived here before the imbeciles planted running bamboo, so my neighbors are all under siege from that, but I have planted some clumping since I got here.
Clumping will
I hadn't even thought about that.
Great.
Okay. All right.
Impenetrable barrier, too. They can't walk through it.
Maybe these people will move and your life will improve.
Yeah.
Well, the guy on the other side of my house has never mowed his backyard since I moved here a year and a half ago, and, it's just, we won't be here for more than 3 years.
Good. Well, good luck with it. Sorry you're having that frustration. It's
That's
7:41
right.
here at News 104.5 on the Home and Garden Show. Brief break, jumping right on the phones to your calls at 855-765-1045. Stay with us. Right back.
Kids are back in school, which means more traffic is on our roads. Check in on your way to and from work or school for First Alert Traffic to get you there on time. This is where Jacksonville turns first for traffic alerts. News 104.5 WOKV.
Business owners and professionals face special challenges in divorce court. In addition to everything else going on, they have to contend with allegations that they are earning more than they are, coupled with claims on their business or practice itself. Attorney CPA Joe Cordell. An effective defense often hinges on sophisticated strategies relating to income tax projections, business valuations, spousal support claims. Clients with assets depend on their divorce lawyer skills in these matters, and that's why it's so important to hire someone that has those skills. By the way, unless you're in Missouri or Illinois, I'm not licensed in your state, but that's okay. Our attorneys in your state are. Contact the domestic litigation firm of Cordell & Cordell to schedule an appointment with one of our firm's Jacksonville area attorneys, a partner men can count on. Online at CordellCordell.com. That's CordellCordell.com.
Cordell & Cordell, Jacksonville, Florida. Lisa Cargus, Florida resident partner. Announcers are not licensed attorneys. Don't miss the Hot Tub and Swim Spa Blowout Expo this weekend at the Prime Osborne. Browse the largest display of hot tubs and swim spas in the region with over 50 spas from 6 major brands at up to 50% off. That's this weekend at the Prime Osborne Convention Center. Visit spaexpo.com.
Savings on top of huge selection on top of rave customer reviews. That's how they do the National Clearance Event at Arlington Toyota. During the National Clearance Event, you can take your pick from over 1,000 new and pre-owned on Arlington's lot. I mean, come on! 1,000 vehicles. You know you're going to find what you want and save during the National Clearance Event at Arlington. Right now, during the National Clearance Event at Arlington, buy a 2019 Corolla Elite from just $14,888. That's a pre-owned 2019 Corolla Elite from just $14,888. Or buy a 2019 Tacoma SR5 from just $24,888. That's a pre-owned 2019 Tacoma SR5 from just $24,888. Plus, you get the Arlington Toyota $5,000 Advantage Club with your purchase. Just one of the tons of reasons why Arlington's earned 4.7 out of 5 stars and over 7,000 Google reviews. Arlington knows how to do the national clearance sale right, but you've got to get it while the getting is good. Shop in person, 10939 Atlantic Boulevard, and online 24/7 at arlingtontoyota.com.
What if I told you there was a way to step into another gear for your brain and be much sharper, more focused, and improve your memory to a level that you could only dream about and notice these results in 30 minutes? Hard to believe? Neuroscientists are calling this new brain discovery the biggest advancement in brain science to date. It's called Limitless, the brain pill of the future. Take it, and within 30 minutes, you'll transport your mind to a new level of focus and clarity you would have never thought possible.
I took Limitless, and it started working in minutes. All of a sudden, it felt like a dark cloud had been lifted up right before my eyes. I have a mental clarity I've never felt before.
Biz execs, athletes, teachers, and students are calling Limitless a secret weapon for the brain. You have nothing to lose, so call now and find out how to get a free bottle today.
Find out how to get a free bottle of Limitless. Call 1-800-617-1604, 800-617-1604. Free bottles for a limited time. Call now, 800-617-1604, 800-617-1604.
This is Jeff King, Development Director for Rodeheaver Boys Ranch. Rodeheaver Boys Ranch has been advertising on News 104.5 WOKV for over 10 years. WOKV reaches the demographic that identifies with the mission of Rodeheaver Boys Ranch. When someone asks if Rodeheaver Boys Ranch would recommend advertising on News 104.5 WOKV, I always say that News 104.5 WOKV will give them the biggest bang for their advertising budget.
Alexa, how do I drive more customers into my business?
First, people will need to hear about you.
Okay.
Then you need to be online where they look for you.
Online, huh?
Then you need to be involved in the community. Then you need to...
Whoa. I don't have time for all that. I need to run my business. Alexa, can you help me find someone that can help me with online marketing?
Okay, searching for a local team that can help.
Codan is now Local Solutions, your local marketing team putting you at the top of mind. Visit JacksonvilleLocalSolutions.com today and let us take your business to the next level so you can get back to running it. Local Solutions, powered by Cox Media Group. Marketing solved.
Now, the WOKV First Alert Forecast.
A 9 of a WOKV weather meter as we head through today. Mostly the partly sunny skies, hot and humid by this afternoon, near 90 degrees, upper 80s at the coast. It'll feel like 100 degrees with that humidity. Some widely scattered showers and a few rumbles of thunder pushing inland with the sea breeze. We'll see partly cloudy skies this evening, mild temperatures in the 80s, an isolated shower, especially closer to the coast. Overnight lows in the mid-70s. With your First Alert Forecast, I'm Action News Jax meteorologist Garrett Beaton-Wall for News 104.5 WOKV.
Welcome back to the Home and Garden Show, 726. I'm Wally Conway from Home Pro Inspections. Larry O'Neill from Larry's Garden is here. We are here for you and with you, and we're grateful to you. If you'd like to check in with us, love to hear from you. 855-765-1045. Going over to Mandarin, checking in with Paul, see if we can help him with his roof. Welcome to the Home and Garden Show, Paul.
Good morning, guys. I have a couple of questions.
Sure.
We're looking to re-roof the house, and we like the architectural design. And I'm just curious, what are the best asphalt shingles that you would recommend?
Well, based on how I spend my own money, meaning I'm a frugal guy and I want it right, I chose Fidus, F-I-D-U-S roofing, and I chose GAF shingles. Here's why. GAF has a shingle program called Master Elite Dealer, where they'll sell shingles to anybody, but in our area, there's only about 6 or 10 Master Elite dealers. Here's why that's special for you. A Master Elite dealer, such as Fidus, can deliver what GAF calls a Golden Pledge warranty, and it's 50 years, believe it or not. And the first 25 years... it's transferable. That has value when you sell your home. And the warranty is backed by GAF, even if the shingle installer were to go out of business or die or whatever happens. It's the most intense warranty available from the largest shingle manufacturer in the world, installed by an elite dealer. That's their terminology, Master Elite Dealer. And that's how and why I chose Fidus. And interestingly, it was 3 years ago, I did a lot of research and chose them to do my roof. We've done a lot of other business together where we've troubleshot some of their projects, and they've helped us with some shingle issues. But when Hurricane Matthew came by, a giant tree fell on my house, and there was $65,000 worth of work. Fidus took care of the whole thing. They redid my roof. They fixed the drywall on the inside. They essentially rebuilt the second floor of my home. I've known them a long time. I trust them a lot. And my specific recommendation to you is GAF Master Elite Fidus. And
are they allergy resistance and stuff like that?
Say that again?
Like allergy, you know how you see some roofs that are stained from allergy over time?
Yeah. Yeah, and what happens is for our area, they have a shingle that has more antifungal, whatever the heck, algae in it. It's specifically fortified to reduce the likelihood. And the darker color you choose, the less visible that is. So at some point in time, you will get algae, but by choosing a high-quality shingle properly installed, it will take longer.
Do you have a recommendation of a company?
Yeah, Fidus.
Fidus?
I'm glad your wife is paying attention. What's your wife's name, Paul? Let me speak to her.
Go ahead.
Actually, I'm here. My name is Ellen.
Hi, Ellen. Fidus.
Hey, how are you?
We got it. Go ahead.
My main concern is our roof has made it 17 years. We've been in the house 27 years, and we've been pretty happy with the actual shingles that we have on there.
Hey, Ellen, I gotta stop you. I got the Fox News traffic and weather coming. So stay where you are, and I really want to know what's on your mind, because if you're happy, Paul will end up happy. So stay with us. Stay with us. We'll be right back. It's 7:30 here at News 104.5 on the Home and Garden Show. We've got Fox News traffic, weather, and when we come back, Ellen is going to make Paul's life better, because Paul's going to listen to Ellen, who's listening to us. We'll be right back.
Yes.
Get WOKV breaking news alerts in 3 simple steps. 1. Go to the Apple App Store or Google Play Store.
2.
Download the News 104.5 WOKV app.
3.
Enable alerts. This is where Jacksonville turns first for breaking news. News 104.5 WOKV.
Fox News, I'm Karen McHugh. President Trump has arrived in France ahead of the G7 summit.
Exactly what gets done at this G7, but you can bet that the president is going to make a lot of noise about other countries in the G7 doing more to stimulate growth in their countries and keep the global economy booming.
Fox's John Robertson, Biarritz on Fox and Friends. Police in Missouri arrest a teen who allegedly used social media to threaten a mass shooting.
A deputy with the Clay County Sheriff's Office tells me they take every threat involving human life seriously, and they evaluate every single threat. They tell me this was a partnership between them, the FBI, and the Liberty Police Department to make this arrest.
Nicole D'Antonio, Fox affiliate WDAF, Liberty, Missouri. 19-year-old Nicholas Scott Brown has been charged with making a terrorist threat in the first degree. America is listening to Fox News.
Now, local news from CBS 47, Fox 30 Action News Jax.
I'm Action News Jax anchor Lorena Inclan for News 104.5 WOKV. Our top story. Families in Lakeshore say crime from a nearby strip club is spilling into their otherwise quiet neighborhood. 6 women were arrested Wednesday inside Flash Dancers during an undercover sting operation targeting drugs and prostitution. Viewers tell Action News Jax they're seeing lower gas prices around town. Someone sent us a photo from Mayport Road where gas was only $1.97 Friday, and prices are expected to get even lower after Labor Day when the temperatures cool down. That's when refineries switch to making a winter blend that's less expensive to produce. Today, Willard's Barbecue Junction will have a Bring Them Home fundraiser to help pay for the search efforts to locate 2 missing firefighters. Chicken dinners will be $20 and all donations are accepted. It's from 3 to 6 p.m. at Fire Station 32 on Lenox Avenue. Join us tonight at 6 on CBS 47 Action News Jax.
Brought to you by Waycross Air Conditioning. Air conditioning service with a workmanship guarantee.
Hello? You bought an AC from us last week? My boss says I have to do these follow-up calls, so how did it go?
Oh, I am so glad you called. It was awful.
Whoops, must have the wrong number.
First, the installer smelled like they went on a vodka bender all night.
Ralph actually prefers gin.
Then they tracked dirt all over the floor and left a screw in my driveway that popped my tire.
Well, we always do seem to have a lot of leftover parts.
And of course, they charged me way more than it said it would be in the magazine.
Always read the fine print.
And the worst thing is, it doesn't even work like it's supposed to. Oh, I should have called Waycross.
Oh, got a bad connection. Gotta go. Leave us a good review now.
Why not just get it done right the first time? Brian Kilmeade here, and by now you know I'm recommending Waycross Air Conditioning. Only clean, smart, professional technicians will show up at your home from Waycross, and you'll always know the price and details before they start the work. As always, Waycross is offering their $59 tune-up and great rebates on new systems. WaycrossAC.com.
In an ocean of car dealers, there's only one Atlantic Infinity.
Only one Atlantic Infinity.
The only one for a luxurious showroom.
Only one Atlantic Infinity.
The only one with a summer sales event.
Only one Atlantic Infinity.
The only one fast, dependable service.
Follow the wave to the only one Atlantic Infinity.
And don't miss the summer sales event going on now at Atlantic Infinity, 10980 Atlantic Boulevard.
Hi, I'm Larry of Larry's Garden. One of my favorite things about the South is great weather, which means more time for outside. And at Larry's Garden, we design, install, and maintain every outdoor project. Need to replace a cracked driveway? We do it. Need a patio, pergola, deck, or pavers? We do it. Let one company, Larry's Garden, complete your entire project. No subcontractors. All work is done by Larry's Garden employees. Low water landscapes, sod replacement, landscape designs that are unbelievable, a complete landscape makeover, we do it. Let one company, Larry's Garden, complete your entire project. Weekly maintenance for communities and commercial locations is also available. For more information, visit larrysgarden.com or call 346-1970. Design, install, maintain. One company, complete project, Larry's Garden.
Beards Jewelry announces our most exciting offer ever.
Get 5 years, 0 interest, no money down on any purchase.
This is the best deal of the summer.
Spread your payment out over 5 full years without paying a dime of interest.
Beards Jewelry, located at the St. John's Town Center.
Don't miss the Hot Tub and Swim Spa Blowout Expo this weekend at the Prime Osborne. Browse over 50 hot tubs from 6 major brands at up to 50% off. Financing is available and show admission is free. That's this week at the Prime Osborne Convention Center. Visit spaexpo.com.
When you need your engine tuned, trust a car expert. When you need your roof fixed, trust a roof expert. And when you need the highest quality water softener salt, trust Morton Salt. We're the salt experts with over 100 years of experience. Morton Pure and Natural Water Softener Salt in the blue bag is made from all-natural, high-purity salt crystals. Trust Morton. We're the salt experts. Find our easy-to-carry blue bags at your local Lowe's store.
There's nothing like sitting down for a personal conversation with Eddie and Chuck from Farah and Farah, and you can do that every Saturday at noon on News 104.5 WOKV. Join Eddie and Chuck every Saturday on the Consumer Law Hour, where they break down everything from personal injury to civil rights. Join them and be part of the conversation on the Consumer Law Hour, brought to you by Farah and Farah, every Saturday at noon on News 104.5 WOKV.
Now, the WOKV First Alert Forecast.
A 9 on the WOKV weather meter. Mostly to partly sunny today. Hot and humid. Highs near 90 degrees. It'll feel like 100 degrees with that humidity. Upper 80s with the air temperatures at the beaches with a moderate rip current risk. Widely scattered inland showers and a few rumbles of thunder. That continues with an isolated coastal shower tonight. Overnight lows down to the mid-70s. Morning coastal shower tomorrow with scattered rain and storms pushing inland through the day for your Sunday. With your First Alert Forecast, I'm Action News Jax meteorologist Garrett Beaton-Ball for News 104.5 WOKV.
Welcome back to the Home and Garden Show, 737 here at News 104.5. Grateful that you're with us. I'm Wally Conway from Home Pro Inspections. Larry O'Neill from Larry's Garden is here if you'd like to join us. Here is that number, 855-765-1045. All righty. Before we went to the news, we were chatting with Paul over in Mandarin, 17-year-old roof, getting ready to replace it. Gave him some great advice to check in with Fidus to get the GAF shingle with a master elite dealer and the Golden Pledge warranty. Now, Paul was not paying real good attention, so thankfully his wife Ellen was also listening to the Home and Garden Show. She is on the line. Ellen and I were about to engage in conversation to solve this problem when we had to go to the news. So, back to it. Ellen.
Okay, I want to know, is this a fact or a myth? Driving around through neighborhoods just trying to determine the color. I see new houses and houses that are being re-roofed are going with a black roof. Do these darker colors, are they going to affect the wear and tear on my air conditioning unit? We do have properly vented baffles inside the attic, plus extra insulation that was blown in a long time ago. And then we also have a ridge vent on the roof. So would that be a factor? I do like the appeal, but I don't want the black roof. But is that a factor?
Yes, the color of the roof is a factor. It's a factor in that the darker the roof, the hotter the attic temperature. There's no escaping that. However, if it's well insulated and you like the color, first and foremost, choose the color that you like and will make you happy, and then recognize the pros and the cons of that color. So if it's black, the pro is you like it, and it doesn't show the mold, mildew, and staining. The con is the attic will be slightly warmer.
And it will deteriorate faster.
Ever so slightly.
Ever so slightly.
Ever so
The
slightly.
actual shingles will deteriorate a little faster than
Slightly.
Marginally.
marginally. Okay. It seems like a hit or miss with shingles and
No, yes, that is a factor because the hotter the roof and the more absorbent the color is, it will heat more. But it's
Okay.
irrelevant.
Okay. Okay. Which
Choose
brings me
first
to
and
my-
foremost what you like. If you want a white roof, your attic will be cooler and it will stain sooner.
Right. Okay. My next question is, obviously with an older roof, it has currently the felt underlayment, and now they're using they said they could either use a peel and stick or that other waterproof membrane that goes on between the layers. And what I'm questioning is, okay, peel and stick, you would think, oh boy, that sounds great. But then I was reading something online. We live in Florida. You put a black roof on. You've got that peel and stick. You got all that heat buildup. When it comes time in whoever, if we're not here in another 20 years to replace the roof, somebody else, it's a lot harder to get that peel and stick stuff off of
Well,
the
you're
inside.
asking all the right questions. So Peel and Stick is a brand name. If you choose a GAF shingle that I'm recommending to you, they have their own proprietary product. So what Peel and Stick actually means is that underlayment is adhesively attached to the roof sheathing. That is the right thing to do. That will earn you a discount on your homeowner's insurance, and that will give you the greatest protection should shingles blow off and storm damage and things. So in my opinion, that is the right thing to do. In my opinion, we should do that on every roof. Is it possible that 20 or 25 years from now, when someone goes to replace the shingles again, that it may make it a little bit more complex? Maybe. And here's why. It's only complex if you need to replace sheathing. So to me, that marginal issue is irrelevant. When I make these decisions on my own properties, I choose it's called a SWR, secondary water resistant membrane. Peel and Stick would be a brand name. I would absolutely do that.
Okay. All right, great. Thank you so much.
Is Paul okay? Is he out of trouble now?
No, he just got a big smile on his face.
Wow. I won't ask.
That's great. All right, well, thank you, guys.
Bye-bye. Thank you. So I share with you, I bought this condo. We're doing a gut rehab on the condo. When we move, which will be late September, early October, this will be the first time that Tanya and I have not been on well water in 30 plus years.
Wow.
I like well water. Now I'm in the condo. I can't have well water. Thankfully, my buds over at Affordable Water, Mark Kinder and his crew, they're working with us to cause our water, it's JEA water, I'm not bashing JEA, I just don't want all the chemicals and the other stuff in my water. I'm strong like bull.
Yeah, we want to get high miles out of you.
I want high mileage. And we have some interesting challenges in the condo that Affordable Water is solving for us, such as the water softener itself. Where do you put a water softener in a second floor condo?
Small space.
So that space is very limited. They actually have systems that are kind of streamlined, thinner, so that the footprint required is only 8 inches for the softener itself and only 11 inches for the brine tank. So we're looking at shrinking that down to accommodate that need. The next level of challenge in a condo, and Affordable Water has the experience and the consultative approach to solve it, is what do you do with the discharge? We're working through that so we can discharge that brine water in a legal way and in a low risk way. When I say low risk, it's not flooding into my home or the homes below me. So we're working through that. Then we're looking at, well, what about chlorine? What about your ice cubes? What about all these other things? So we're still in the design process of exactly what we're going to do and where we're going to put it. So we're designing the cabinetry, we're designing the closets. All these different things are being thought through now with this consultancy that doesn't cost anything from Affordable Water, so that I know that when I move, I will have the healthiest, the clearest, the cleanest, the safest I'll feel good about my water like I do now. So they've been carrying to my well water.
And well engineered. You got everything.
Yeah.
Maximum efficiency.
And economical, you know.
Right.
I'm not looking to spend $20,000 to make my water the way I want, yet I'm willing to spend the way that I want. And I'm going to be able to drive the cost down because we're thinking it through in the design stage. I mentioned to you earlier, in the kitchen, I have no kitchen right now. We gutted the whole thing. We're moving the locations of the sinks. That's going to move the locations of many other things. We're running the lines so I can have the type of water I want to go right to my refrigerator. So I have my ice cubes the way I want. The last thing I want is nasty ice cubes. You know, the nastiest water you ever drink, you ever consume, is ice cubes out of a public place.
With all that stuff on the bottom of the glass when you get done drinking.
They're not, very few restaurants, very few convenience stores are some of the worst. They're not properly servicing those ice machines. And man, I get some funk that comes out of it.
Oh, yeah, I bet.
Yeah, watch that. So anyway, if you've got a water challenge situation and there's a physical challenge with it, meaning where am I going to put the equipment? How am I going to run the pipe? How am I going to do these other things? You can't solve those problems with fly-by-night, one-size-fits-all water treatment. You need specialty expertise. You need a variance in equipment and a variance in the physical approach to causing your situation to be exactly what it is. Over the years, Larry and I have come to the same position, in a very high trust position with Mark Kinder, his team over at Affordable Water, the website. Check them out, Affordable Water Jacks. Get yourself a consultation, which is different than a sales call. Right. Consultation. Come on over, educate me, listen to me, and then share with me what my options are to make my water exactly the way I want it. So that's my reminder on AffordableWaterJacks.com. Heading over to Arlington, checking in with our pal Carlton, see what's up with his sago palms. Welcome to the Home and Garden Show, Carlton.
Yes, good morning. I have several very nice-looking sago palms, and yesterday, actually, I noticed one of them was coming down with some kind of illness. I don't know, but anyway, it's a white powdery substance, mildewish looking.
Yeah, that's Asiatic scale. And that was brought in by one of our prominent universities. But anyway, that's pretty easy to take care of. You know, you want to get some Telstar or Midocoprin and put that around the base or spray the tree. And this is they have horticultural oil, they have other things that you can spray on it, but you want a long-lasting residual chemical or insecticide that will stay in the palm and draw out the population. And what you do with Midocoprin, what happens with Midocoprin, it gets absorbed by the palm, stays in the palm for about a year. And so any Asiatic scale that climbs up there and makes itself at home there is going to die immediately because the palm becomes poisonous to them. So once this goes on for a period of time, then you're completely clean again. So when you spray, there's always the eggs laying, there's always the hatchlings, there's always the immatures. You got to break that cycle. So Telstar or Midocoprin or Merit, it's another, it's a brand name for it. Go out and get some of that and spring. You can get it in a granular and spread on the ground. You can get it a Bayer insect controls in trees and shrubs. That's the active ingredient. You can buy that at Lowe's and Home Depot or your local garden center. And you mix that in a liquid and pour it on the palm. But that's what I would recommend you do.
I was asking you about that Midocoprin. You said how do you spell that?
Midocoprin. Or called Merit. It's called Merit. Is the trade name. Merit. Merit, yeah.
Can you buy that retail?
That's at Home Depot.
It's in Bayer product called, yes, you can buy it there. Bayer product called Insect Controls on Trees and Shrubs.
That's a creative name.
I think I've seen that before. Okay.
Yeah,
and
that's
you
the
very
active
much.
ingredient.
All righty.
Thank you, then. Thanks for that great call.
Thanks, Carlton. Yeah. Sagos were so popular in the 80s, man.
Yeah.
If you moved into
they were like
Jacksonville in the 80s,
$300-$400, $500.
Yeah.
one that's 6 feet tall would have been $1,000 easy. But they just people paying you to cut them down now. They want them now, just cut them down. I just say cut them down.
So something that came to my mind when we were chatting with Carlton.
Yeah.
Should those palm fronds that have the Asiatic scale, should you cut those fronds off?
Well, if they're not that badly damaged, no. But if they are badly damaged, they won't recover.
If they're brown, if they're turning brown,
they just
cut them out.
Cut them out.
Can you take them all out and not kill the tree?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
It'll be okay. Yeah.
Closed or not closed?
Closed.
That's the main question.
Closed. You mean the front itself?
Closed or not closed? No, drainage systems.
Closed or not closed?
Drainage systems.
You're talking about in a yard?
Or anywhere.
I like them open.
Yeah, well, you're wrong.
I have a different opinion.
No, wrong. Opinions are based upon, they can be facts or not facts. But you know what I mean? But the best thing, about drainage systems,
Oh, you know what I want to do right now?
What's that?
I want to tell you that it's 7:50 here at News 104.5 on the Home and Garden Show.
Oh, he's cutting me off.
Very quick. We'll be right back for your calls. I need a call, 855-765-1045. If you don't call me, I need to listen to this thing about drainage. Help a brother out.
Please call.
This is News 104.5 WOKV.
Hi, Stan Nagel for Energy Seal Foam Insulation, reminding you that summer is here. So you don't want to be hot this year. Wouldn't it be nice this summer to dial your air down to 72 degrees and pay less money for it? Call Energy Seal and it's fixed. 888-306-3626. Look us up on the web, EnergySealToday.com. Whether it's your home, your office, or any metal building, Energy Seal will keep you cool this summer. Book now before we're busy and save 20% off our summer rates. Call 888-306-3626. Look us up on the web, EnergySealToday.com.
Hey, it's Mark K from the Mark K Show for OpenDoor.com. Are you a serious seller? You want to get serious about selling your home? Well, seriously, you should go to OpenDoor.com because here's what they do. They make you an offer, like a really good offer based on market value that they've collected from your part of Jacksonville, from your area, and they give it to you in 24 hours. And you don't have to worry about showing your home or cleaning your home even or having strangers walk through your home. None of that stress and hassle. It's all gone. You get to know your home's value and you get a really competitive offer that you can close on in as little as 14 days or as many as 60 days, all in your time frame. I mean, I almost want to sell my house, although, my kids need a place to live still, so probably I won't do that. But even if you just want to know what your home value is, it's a great free way to do that. Go to opendoor.com/myoffer. That's opendoor.com/myoffer and get your free no obligation offer today. That's opendoor.com/myoffer. Offer eligibility varies.
What if I told you there was a way to step into another gear for your brain and be much sharper, more focused, and improve your memory to a level that you could only dream about and notice these results in 30 minutes? Hard to believe? Neuroscientists are calling this new brain discovery the biggest advancement in brain science to date. It's called Limitless, the brain pill of the future. Take it and within 30 minutes you'll transport your mind to a new level of focus and clarity you would have never thought possible.
I took Limitless and it started working in minutes. All of a sudden, it felt like a dark cloud had been lifted up right before my eyes. I have a mental clarity I've never felt before.
Biz execs, athletes, teachers, and students are calling Limitless a secret weapon for the brain. You have nothing to lose, so call now and find out how to get a free bottle today.
To find out how to get your free bottle of Limitless, call 800-681-9429. That's 800-681-9429. Get your free bottle for a limited time. Call now, 800-681-9429, 800-681-9429.
Don't paint, don't vinyl, go Rhino Shield. Never paint your house again. Rhino Shield.
The summer sun takes a beating on your house. Your current paint job doesn't stand a chance. Every day it's peeling, cracking, and fading. More and more. Jay and Rick Mariano here. House paint doesn't stand up to the elements. Paint doesn't protect, insulate, or waterproof. Rhino Shield's been protecting homes for almost 20 years. Rhino Shield has been saving customers heaps of money since they don't have to repaint every few years. Call Rhino Shield now for a free home inspection and estimate. And if you call now, you'll receive up to 25% off and a 25-year warranty. Call 866-RHINO-25. That's 866-RHINO-25. And remember, with Rhino Shield, you'll never have to paint again.
Don't paint, don't vinyl, go Rhino Shield. Never paint your house again. Rhino Shield.
We've
received results immediately upon doing our first ad with WOKV. We've been here now over 10 years. I'd like to say, on behalf of Rhino Shield Jacksonville, a special thank you to the WOKV listeners. They are our best customers. This is Rick Mariano, president of Rhino Shield Jacksonville. If anybody's thinking about advertising with WOKV, I strongly recommend it.
For results like these, call General Sales Manager Bob DeBloy directly at 245-8732.
Now, the WOKV First Alert Forecast.
A 9 of a WOKV weather meter as we head through today. Mostly the partly sunny skies, hot and humid by this afternoon, near 90 degrees, upper 80s at the coast. It'll feel like 100 degrees with that humidity. Some widely scattered showers and a few rumbles of thunder pushing inland with the sea breeze. We'll see partly cloudy skies this evening, mild temperatures in the 80s, and isolated showers, especially closer to the coast. Overnight lows in the mid-70s. With your First Alert Forecast, I'm Action News Jax meteorologist Garrett Beaton-Gall for News 104.5 WOKV.
7:55 here at News 104.5 on the Home and Garden Show. Larry and I, grateful that you have been with us. We're heading down to St. Augustine to check in with Bob and talk about salt-free water systems. Welcome, Bob. What's the question, sir? Bob, have I got you? All righty, lost Bob. Let's go down to Green Cove Springs. Will be our final caller of the day. Arlen, with a hot water heater question. Welcome.
Yeah, I want to get the nomenclature correct since you had problems with the washing machine. So I'm putting in.
Thank you, Bob.
Thank you. This is Arlen, correct?
Arlen.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you, Arlen.
Larry doesn't know names. I don't know machines. So tell us about the water heater.
Anyway, I'm putting in a water heater, and that is called a hybrid water heater. In other words, it's a heat pump.
I'm familiar. Which brand did you choose?
Okay, good. I went with the Rheem.
Very nice.
And it was a nice installation. Now, here's the issue. So I went from copper with SharkBite fittings to CPVC.
All right.
Is that acceptable? I checked the Universal Plumbing Code and said yes.
Yeah,
but
there's no problem with that.
Say no. Okay.
CPVC is the norm. Virtually every house built in anywhere in our region over the last 30 years is CPVC, chlorinated polyvinyl chloride. It's the buff-colored plastic. That's perfect.
Okay, and to use SharkBite fittings is perfectly acceptable?
Well, that's an interesting one. Why did you choose that over just gluing them together?
Because I went from copper to CPVC.
Ah, yeah, that seems reasonable.
Yeah, and the other thing is, when do you need a tank on top of that? One of those, now I don't know the nomenclature for that tank.
Almost never. That's a pressure bladder. It's intended to kind of meter the flow of the water so you don't get water hammer. Very, very, very rare. So if you've already installed it and everything is working fine and the pipes aren't throbbing, just forget about it.
Okay, perfect. I love it. Thanks.
All right.
Thanks.
Perfect. My answer was perfect.
Yeah.
Clothes washer. Dishwasher. Car wash. See? So the word preceding the word wash
It's
describes
nice
what
to call
the
your
washer
wife a car
washes.
washer. You know what I mean?
Easy. Hey, we got about a minute. Let's check in with our buddy Jack. Jack, welcome, my legend friend.
Hey, Jack.
How you doing, sir? Enjoying y'all's show. I hope it saved you from that, whatever.
Training question. There you went and brought it up. I had this whole problem suppressed, Jack.
Oh, good. I'm sorry. Just scratch that. Larry, my round garden, I put all that good stuff on top of it and everything, and the rain and the weeds just covered me up. I heard you talk last week, 3 to 4 inches of mulch. Should I put cardboard and paper down before that, and then if I do...
Cardboard, and newsprint. Yes, absolutely. It's the most successful way. There's nothing better than cardboard to control the weeds. Yeah.
I've got plenty of that. All right, then I cut down through, and I put the pure dirt, if you can find it, on top of it. Cut down through the cardboard, or just put it on top of the 3 or 4 inches of dirt. Right on top. All right. Enjoyed your show. Y'all have a great weekend.
Thanks, Jack.
Your timing is impeccable. That's why you are the third musketeer.
Y'all take care. Have a blessed weekend.
Bye,
now.
sir.
Thank you.
7:59 here at News 104.5. We are grateful that you have been with us. We'll be back next Saturday, 6 a.m. until 8 a.m. right here on News 104.5 WOKV. And between now and then, do me this monstrous favor.
Monstrous.
Use your turn signal.
Tick, tick.
WOKV-FM and WOKV HD1 Atlantic Beach. Powered by New South Factory Direct Windows. Listen everywhere in the TuneIn Radio app. News 104.5 WOKV, a Cox Media Group station.
Global leaders tackle the world's problems. I'm Richard Jordan, Fox News. President Trump and the First Lady arrived in Biarritz, France within the last hour for the G7 summit. Host President Emmanuel Macron put the Amazon fires at the top of the agenda for the weekend meeting.
There are at least 80% more fires burning than this time last year, destroying vast areas of the world's largest rainforest. In a tweet, French President Emmanuel Macron described the fires as, quote, an international crisis. The Amazon produces 20% of the planet's oxygen. The UN says this helps counter the impact of climate change, and the forests must be protected.
Fox's Kitty Logan. President Trump is escalating his trade war with China.
President Trump retaliated against China on Twitter only hours after the Chinese announced plans to increase tariffs on American products it buys, like soybeans and cars. Now, in a tweet, the president wrote, quote, China should not have put new tariffs on $75 billion of U.S. product, politically motivated. Now, to retaliate, the president says the U.S. is increasing its own amount of tariffs, another 5% on Chinese imports starting in September. These are new rates that are set